Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Spoonie, and I'm back again with another comic book graphic novel haul from my local dollar store. This is Dollarama in Canada. I don't know if it's nationwide, but definitely if you got one, check out their book section. You might find some cool stuff. Okay, jumping right into it. I'm going to start with the garbage. All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder. This is Volume 1. Contains the first 9 issues. And it's just, this is the guy that wrote Batman Year One. This is the guy that wrote Batman Dark Knight Returns. The output here is, you'd think it's somebody else. This is the one where, the goddamn Batman. And Jim Lee's art in this is, honestly, it's nothing to write home about. It's, I don't know. His Hush work was better. His Justice League work was better. I felt like this is phoning it in. And the concept of having Robin paint an entire room yellow so that they can, fight against Green Lantern. Next book up is Supergirl, Book 2. This is by Peter David, and Leonard Kirk is the main artist on this, although you do have some early Greg Land art, which is not as good as his current art. This is an interesting collection. I actually like this version of Supergirl. This is the one where it was the Matrix, the purple blobby alien thing, that merged with Linda Danvers and became Supergirl, and then she became some kind of earthbound angel or something with fire powers. Anyways, this is a cool volume because it collects a lot of interesting tie-ins. There is a tie-in in here somewhere to, it's the image on the front there. The Genesis event, which I believe Apocalypse and New Genesis had fused into one planet, and the whole Genesis event was splitting them back up into 2 separate planets. It does have the annual here. This was they were doing this year. All the annuals were kind of like pulp based, so this is kind of a pulp Young Heroes in Love kind of thing with Supergirl and Brainiac 5. And there is also a tie-in in here somewhere. It's one of the later stories to the Millennium Giants. That was the event that turned Superman electric blue. I don't remember exactly how it played out. I know it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. There's that Earth Angel form. Anyways, I like the Superman family. I like this run on Supergirl. It's a good pickup for me. And it contains Supergirl's number 10 through 20 and Supergirl Annual number 2. Okay, next up I've got New 52 Justice League Volume 5 Forever Heroes. This one was the what the main Justice League title was running during the Forever Evil event. Each issue here is basically just shows you the kind of the origin story of each of the crime syndicate in the New 52. Collects issues 24 through 29. I don't know much about the new crime syndicate. I know they do show up at the end of Jeff Johns' Justice League run to help fight Darkseid. But I like the rest of the Jeff Johns run on Justice League so far, so I'll excited to check this one out. Next up, I've got Justice League United, Volume 1, Justice League Canada, by Jeff Lemire, Mike McCone. I believe both of them are Canadian. I know Jeff Lemire is he grew up not too far from where I live. Anyways, this was, I think, directly following Convergence, and it doesn't have the subtitle here, but I believe each issue that said like Defending the Galaxy or something like that. This is supposed to be more of a space-based team. So you can see they've got Supergirl. They bring in Adam Strange and his wife in this. Animal Man's in it. Martian Manhunter. And oh my God, was that the terrible version of Lobo? Oh, it is. Oh, it's like the little soy Lobo before they brought back the main man. Well, yeah, this is cool. What he did, Jeff Lemire, he created a new character for this series. It's a, let me see, they actually tell you at the back here. Canada's Moose Cree First Nation. She has a hero called Equinox. I believe her powers are tied to the seasons or something like that. In the back of the book, what he did was, because he grew up near a lot of First Nations reserves here in Canada, in Ontario, and he went there to do a lot of sort of research about the culture and stuff because he really wanted to sort of do this character right. And he, met with students and stuff and talked to them about like what's important to them. And a number of students left artwork for him, and as you can see, it's pretty cool. And these are all like 5th or 6th grade students, so some of them really show some promise. I always thought that was a nice little extra. Next up, I have Justice League of America, and this is the DC Universe Rebirth. It's the second volume called Curse of the King Butcher. Now, this iteration of the Justice League is kind of like a Suicide Squad light. The idea is Batman believes like everybody deserves a second chance, so you've got Killer Frost on the team, Lobo, and the rest are actually all kind of heroes, so I don't know what that has to do with like a chance at redemption. It's spun out of the Justice League versus Suicide Squad miniseries. So I have the first volume, the oversized deluxe edition that has all the one-shots with like Killer Frost and the Atom that lead into the first 6 or 7 issues. As you can see here, we've got the real Lobo, unlike that Justice League United version. And to be fair, from what I've heard about this and what I've seen, it looks like a pretty generic story, but it does look like they have Lord Havoc. I know the Extremists were, I think, in the first arc, so it'd be cool to see if there's an ongoing plot with them. And then just more variant covers. Yeah, issues 7 through 11. Next up, Justice League, DC Universe Rebirth, Volume 4, Endless. This seems to be a volume with a bunch of kind of self-collected stories. You can see here how many people are working on it. Brian Hitch, he's writer and artist lately. He's been pulling double duty. Dan Abnett is a very good writer. Wrote a lot of the Legion stuff, helped revitalize Guardians of the Galaxy from Marvel, made that film a success. And a bunch of different artists and stuff like that. I don't really know what the point of this is. It looks like just kind of team-ups between some of the characters, like Green Lantern and Wonder Woman, Flash and Mera. And it is, what, issues 20 and 20 through 25, sorry. Next up, I've got Earth 1, Volume 2, Superman. Now, I do have the Teen Titans Earth 1, Volumes 1 and 2. I know there is a Superman Earth 1, Volume 3. I have not read any of the Earth 1 stuff, despite having the Teen Titans stuff. I feel like I can just jump into this. I don't care about not having read Volume 1 first. JMS as a writer can be hit or miss. I liked his run on Thor. That was probably the last thing I saw he did that I actually enjoyed. When he brought back Thor in that whole, where was it, Nebraska somewhere. Shane Davis is a good artist, so this will be cool. I like the fact that it wasn't monthlies, like this is a full book-length story. Now, I heard some people complain that does hinder them in a sense, because they have more of a finite amount of space to tell the story. But it's definitely cool. You can see they've got like a redesigned Parasite here. And yeah, don't know anything about this. I just know that I've heard the Earth 1 Batman by Jeff Johns, Gary Frank is really good. Okay, getting near the end, I've got Batman Detective Comics, New 52, Volume 5, Gothtopia. Now, this actually has kind of a weird collection of stories in it, mostly written by John Layman. Jason Fabok and Aaron Lepresti doing the art. But this issue, this volume, I should say, where is it? Collects 25 through 29. And the landmark issue, Detective Comics number 27, because that back in the 30s, Detective 27 is where Batman premiered. And you can see number 27, it's got contributions from Scott Snyder, Neil Adams, Brad Meltzer, and Brian Hitch, and many more. So I know that the last couple issues in here, I think 28 and 29, deal with this Gothtopia storyline, where it's some kind of weird alternate times. I don't know if it's like a Zatanna magic wipe thing where everything suddenly changed. You know, Batman, obviously you can see dressed in white. Catwoman is kind of his Robin. I'm looking more forward to the Detective 27. You can see there's a lot of different artists, a lot of different art styles going on here. So I'm thinking it's just going to be like a tribute to sort of Batman over the decades. I think this is, what, the 80th anniversary or something? And last but not least, I have Aquaman Volume 6, New 52 Maelstrom. This is after Convergence, because they've dropped the New 52 off this, as you can see. This is the last issue of Jeff Parker's run. I know that because I have Volume 7, and that's where I think it's Cullen Bunn takes over. So I did kind of flip through this. I know the whole thing is that we all thought that Aquaman's mother was dead, but it turns out she was in some kind of, I don't know, pocket dimension or something, and Aquaman goes there and he's enslaved and he has to fight her, and the whole time she doesn't believe that he's his son, but he points out that his dad gave him the name Arthur because apparently it's like some royal thing in Atlantis that everybody's name has to start with A, like Atlanta or whatever her name was. Yeah, it's a kind of a dumb reasoning. Collects, what is this? Issues 32 and 40 and Stories from Secret Origins, number 2 and number 5. So number 2 would be the Secret Origin of Aquaman, and number 5 is the Origin from Mera. Anyways, that's it for today. I just wanted to try to get caught up. I've got at least, 1, 2, maybe 3 more videos in the pipeline, just because I'm do these videos based off of books that I pick up at one time. So I've had 3 outings where I picked up a couple books, so at least 3 more videos, and more might come as I'm doing those. I'm trying something new with this one, so if you have any feedback on it, you like it, you don't like it, or any advice in general, feel free to leave a comment, and thanks for watching.